will never tolerate our security being threatened, nor stand idly by when our people have been killed. We will be relentless in defense of our citizens and our friends and allies. We will be true to the values that make us who we are.
The Obama administration has announced its plans to try alleged 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and 4 of his associates in a civilian court. The move has sparked controversy and questions about whether there is enough evidence to convict the suspects. ABC's senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas joins us now from Washington with the latest this morning. Good morning, Pierre.
Hi, Kate. The Attorney General says he knows that this was his most difficult decision so far, and he knows it's controversial.
The Attorney General says if the suspects are convicted, he wants to put them to death.
These were extraordinary crimes. I fully expect to direct prosecutors to seek the death penalty.
Despite concerns evidence was gathered by torture, making it likely inadmissible in court, the government remains confident it can win convictions.
I would not have authorized the prosecution of these cases unless I was confident that our outcome would be a successful one.
But some scholars say the case presents a Pandora's box of legal challenges.
The United States is also going to be on trial. Any prosecution of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed is going to inevitably bring up controversial practices by the U.S. government, including the most controversial detention and interrogation techniques.
This is the story of a battle seen from the inside. A battle between guards and detainees. The Pentagon and its own lawyers. The war on terror and the U.S. Constitution. A struggle over security and liberty. And, in the end, a battle over what America will be.
I don't believe in politics, Francis. I believe in the will of God.
It's the church's will.
Students and faculty.
Second to God. Remember?
A new audio tape of Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden has emerged on the internet. The Al-Qaeda leader has called for jihad over Israel's offensive in Gaza.
The objective of a revolution and the result of a revolution and the methods used in a revolution. You may change words. You may devise another program. You may change your goal and you may change your mind. Look at the American Revolution in 1776. That revolution was for what? For land. How was it? Why did they want land? Independence. How was it carried out? Bloodshed.
Known as the underwear bomber, appears in federal court in Detroit. Umar Farouk Abdul Muttalib is accused of trying to blow up a plane over Detroit on Christmas Day 2009.
Come on, son.
And we turn to a verdict in a federal terrorism trial and what it could mean for prosecuting other alleged terrorists. Ray Suarez has the story.
It's been a dozen years since the devastating attacks on the U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania. 224 people were killed, including 12 Americans. But on Wednesday, Ahmed Gailani was acquitted on all but one of almost 300 charges. He was accused of buying the truck and explosives used in one of the bombings. A federal jury in New York convicted the Tanzanian man of a single count of conspiracy.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
The accused al-Qaeda operative was the first Guantanamo detainee to face trial in a civilian court. His case was seen as a test for President Obama's policy of moving away from military tribunals.
Some have derided our federal courts as incapable of handling the trials of terrorists. They are wrong. Our courts and our juries, our citizens, are tough enough to convict terrorists.
Al-Qaeda is now training children to become terrorists. From Baghdad, here's Mark Strassman.
It's a kidnapping course for Iraqi boys, some of them no older than 10. Al-Qaeda in Iraq sees its future in these training videos, seized during a Baghdad raid. The boys learn to storm a house, an adult instructor yelling, "Take cover." Their target, a family inside. It's no game. One recent killer here was 11. More often, Iraq's hidden face of terror could be a child.
Okay, how can we meet them? What's that? Any line from there to meet these people? These are below 18 years.
Yes, we have juveniles.
Juvenile.
From 14 to 18. Yes.
يقول هذول أحداث. Why they are keeping them there?
Because they're ID makers. They're dangerous people.
أنتوا وين بيتكم؟
أنبار بغداد.
طيب.
احنا هنا 7 من أنبار.
وبغداد.
هلا ليش وقفوكم غير نفتهم؟ هذا والله العظيم اللي بالشارع قاع، اللي بالشارع يمشي طالع على باب الله جابوه، اللي نايم يمه لو جابوه. والله العظيم يا عالم ابنياء. ما عنده كل شيء نادي احنا الحار واكل موجي يعني كل شيء موجي. This is a juvenile.
Yeah, there's just a couple of camps right here at juveniles. And he is the most dangerous. We know.
I have 137 nuclear warheads trained on every capital city around the globe. The world is now under my control. Wake up, we are pal.
If I can change, and you can change, everybody can change.
Following the leader, the leader, the leader. We're following the leader. Wherever he may go, wherever he may go, wherever he may go.
Afterward, Gailani's attorney said he would appeal that lone conviction.
In 1982, Ronald Reagan dedicated the Space Shuttle Columbia to the resistance fighters in Afghanistan.
Just as the Columbia we think...
At the start of this trial, we believe that Ahmed was truly innocent of all these charges. Please understand that we still truly believe he is innocent of all these charges.
Kidnapping course for Iraqi boys, some of them no older than 10. Al-Qaeda in Iraq sees its future in these training videos, seized during a Baghdad raid.
Into the home of a sheikh in the Anbar province with a box of candy and blew up, killing several.
No one has any idea how many Iraqi kids Al-Qaeda has already turned into killers. But clearly this tape was a recruiting tool to be played in mosques where there are terror cells or in the homes of sympathetic families. In this war zone, kids have often been used as props and pawns. On this jihadi video, a boy carries a mortar round. He's 6, too small to reach the mortar without a boost. But now, U.S. officials claim Al-Qaeda is running out of adult fighters. So
U.S. military there released video today that apparently shows
So many beers. I lost track of how much you drank. It's a good thing you found a nice place to sleep it off. You're gonna feel so refreshed tomorrow morning when you wake up on the floor of the men's room. That's nasty, dude. Don't be that guy.
But the Gailani...
In this new audio tape, the 22-minute audio tape was accompanied by a still of bin Laden and a picture of the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem, which is considered as the third holiest shrine.
What up, y'all? Said Love, and I'm back again with a...
Devastating attacks on the U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania. 224 people were killed, including 12 Americans. But on Wednesday, Ahmed Gailani was acquitted on all but one of almost 300 charges. He was accused of buying the truck and explosives used in one of the bombings. A federal jury in New York convicted the Tanzanian man of a single count of conspiracy. Afterward, Gailani's attorney said he would appeal that lone conviction.
At the start of this trial, we believe that Ahmed was truly innocent of all these charges. Please understand that we still truly believe he is innocent of all these charges.
The decision sparked an outpouring of emotion from family members of 9/11 victims, some against.
I think it's going to make a mockery of our judicial system. I think it'll turn into a three-ring circus.
Some for.
As a democracy, I think it is high time that we show the world that we can successfully prosecute terrorists.
And the politics of the decision were white hot.
No, I'm absolutely outraged. This is the most disgraceful decision any president has ever made.
What up, y'all?
Guantanamo Bay was the legal equivalent.
In mind of the 9/11 attacks, and 4 senior al-Qaeda leaders are being brought back to the scene of the crime.
After 8 years of delay, those allegedly responsible for the attacks of September the 11th will finally face justice. They will be brought to New York for crimes.
The alleged master